Hang on. Hi, I'm Eve Pearl. I'm going to do a quick makeup application for you today. It's going to be something kind of simple, but all the Zooming that we're doing with all the Zoom conferencing, I'm going to show you how to look virtual camera ready, or camera ready for the virtual world, so that you can do any Zoom meeting, any conference call, and feel good about yourself. And this is a little practice run also for me, and I have a PowerPoint that's kind of looks odd, but I'm gonna do the makeup application now. I'm gonna show you how to look younger, how to look thinner, and how to do it all out of one cute little bag. And then I'm gonna offer you an amazing little promo code and promo, and then I'm also trying again something new with different versions. And later I'm going to share how I'm doing it all. So I'm right now simultaneously streaming live on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on Instagram. And I can see you. Hey Joey, and hi Patricia. Thank you. I can this time see what's going on. I can't respond, but I can certainly wave. And when I take my glasses off, I won't be able to see a darn thing except my close-up mirror. So, 12 o'clock. Happy birthday, Joey. Happy birthday, honey. So, okay, as promised, I'm going to show you right now a 17-piece kit that's valued over $586, that by the end of the evening, I'm going to show you how to get it for like $95. Yeah, it's a $586 value for like $95. And it's all you're going to need. We're going to start with the bag, and I'm going to show you everything that's in the kit. Of course, you need to have face therapy, so we're going to start out with the face therapy. I'm going to show you every single thing that's going to be in the bag, and then we're going to take it out and apply it all. And this actually becomes not only for your virtual camera ready self, but also for your travel and anything else you have to do when we are allowed to get back into the real world. Until then, we're going to be living in the virtual world. So, all right, we're going to begin. I'm going down the list of the 17, and this is going to be the camera ready kit for women, and I also have a camera ready kit for men. Men have to look beautiful too. So, and then I'm going to take, it's after midnight here in New York and New Jersey, and this is what we're doing. A little bit of face therapy, which is on its own pretty expensive. It's like $70-something. So face therapy, we have the HD Dual Foundation. All you have to do is choose your shade. You know, we've got 6 shade combinations. I'm going to choose the light version. So you got the face therapy, you've got the foundation, you have a blush trio, and the right one will come for your shade. I'm going to get, since I'm choosing the light, I'm going to have the Sweet Cheeks in mine. And then I'm just reading right here off my little PowerPoint that I have. I wish I could print it out for you, but tomorrow, I'm going to do this again tomorrow, and we'll do it one more time. So we also have Ultimate Face Palette Bombshell. This, as you know, if you know anything about me, you know this is like my go-to face palette. So this is the all powders, by the way, all powders, the Bombshell. We're going to have the Glamour Lash Mascara, because of course you need to have mascara, which I will, if it's not right in front of me, I will get it right from the bag. So you got Glamour Lash Mascara. We have the Cream Lipstick Rosé, boom, cover off. We have Kisses of Pearl Peach Champagne. Kisses of Pearl Peach Champagne. I have one right here. We've got the 201 brush. We have the 204 brush. This and this goes in here. And we've got 103, 105, 107, and 109 brushes. So that is 103 all over brush. 105 is a crease brush. 107 is your blender mixer, and 109 is the brow spoolie. The 201 is your foundation application blender, and the 204 is your powder all over blush cheeks. And you know, all of the brushes, they come obviously in a nice bag. I took mine out. So the great thing about the bag for the pouches for the dual brushes is they're reusable. They go right in here, but also you're going to get the satchel, which is terrific. It has a little zipper for all of your tiny little goodies in here. I actually sometimes put my earrings, my tweezers, you know, things like that, so I can find them easier. We got the Pro Deluxe Powder Puff. By the way, these are washable. These are like so thick and yummy. I mean, seriously, we sometimes use them for stuffing to make certain things look larger when we're doing models and whatnot. So, because they don't have much, so you can use these for that too. Anyway, but I digress. Basically, use these, wash these if you're using it for yourself, and use them again. So you got the powder puff. We've got the sponges. Boom boom. A travel spray bottle, which for water, because as you know, all of our foundations, concealers, they're concentrated formulas, so you need to use very little, and then you shear it down with water. And that's why they last for basically forever, because there's no water in here, so it doesn't get stagnant, it doesn't go bad. All right, so you use your own fresh water. What I do is I use distilled water. And if you don't know what that means, it means distilled water is water that's been heated. So you can just like boil some water, let it cool off, and then use that. That's really great. It's like a little cleaner. Okay, so now let's begin. And by the way, this is how much room the whole thing takes up. So not a lot of room at all. Into the satchel. And boom. Just for you to see how little you can just work out of a bag. It helps if you zipper it up down here for your things, but this is how big or how little your makeup kit can be when you're traveling. And I love this little satchel. You've seen some similar things that open up flat, but this is different. This one does not open up flat. It actually opens up, you know, straight up. So you, like a big boat, you know, the way that I designed it is there's like a big round thing down here, and it's like massively huge, but thin. And no one can see what the heck you have inside of it. And we begin. So it is midnight. It's past midnight. And I've had makeup on all day. And now we're going to take it off so we can just put it right back on again. Alright? I'm going to just take some of this off, just to reveal all the lovely redness on my face. You know, we're spending time together, we're hanging out. Why not? I will put my glasses on for a minute just so I could read a couple of comments. But of course, who knows where the heck I put them? Okay, there. So let's see. I'll just say quick highs. Hey, Jeffrey, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Mwah. And then Patricia and Chris, hi. And Stana, hi, kisses to you, and Anita. Oh, thank you for saying kind words, and of course, and then Jenny, hello, and Joey. It's Joey's birthday, y'all. Wish him a happy birthday, my baby boy. All right, so, and I'm gonna take some makeup off my eyes just so I could do a quick little eye part for you too. By the way, like when I wash my face, I'll wash my face and I'll wash around my eyes, and I'll leave like the lashes, you know, I won't like wash off my lashes every day because there's no need for you to rub your eyes that much. But I do wash around the areas, and you want to make sure that when you wash your eyes and your face that you're moisturizing up here as well, because this is where, like, you know, those of us that are more mature, we get a little dryness over here. So always keep this moisturized and hydrated. And for that, you're going to we're going to start with the face therapy. So here we go. Face therapy and the brush. You can even do this as a touch-up. Let's say you need to touch up your face during the day. You've had makeup on. How do you quickly refresh yourself and get ready for a meeting or get ready to go out on a date? Because you will. It's gonna, things are gonna open up, and the virtual will become real. So we're gonna use all this time to practice, okay? And I think what I'm going to do in the coming weeks, I'm going to organize a hands-on, like a Zoom hands-on. I'm going to figure out how to do that so that, you know, I'm going to do it for free. For everyone who has Eve Pearl products, all you have to do is have an account. My hair is going crazy. At Eve Pearl, and I will give you the access code, and we'll get some products, and we will do a hands-on. So if you have your questions, and we could all put our makeup on, and then I can show you, in case, you know, how to, like some tips and tricks on how to make everything better. Wouldn't that be fun? And then we have to follow it up with a drink. So we're going to do it via Zoom in the next week or two. All right, so if you're game, give me a thumbs up on the thing and say, yes, Eve, we want to participate in the Zoom meeting. And all you have to do is just have an account with Eve Pearl. It'll be free, hands-on, on basically a virtual makeover for when we're out of solitary confinement. I mean, you know, it's not really solitary confinement, but it's quarantine. So, and by the way, in case you hear noise in the background, you can't see him, but Monty's back there. He's sleeping, he's so cute. Maybe you'll hear snoring, that's him. He's so cute, my little baby. Okay. Face therapy. Use this day and night. Your skin will soak it up. All right, we begin. We begin with foundation. Take the same 201 brush. We're going to turn it into the foundation. Always try to keep the Eve Pearl name up so that you'll know that on the bottom side of the brush, there's going to be the lighter color, side one, and on the side that has Eve Pearl will be the darker color, which is the Eve Pearl side. How do you choose your shade? When you hold the foundation near your face, side one should be lighter than your skin, and side two should be the color that's a little bit darker, that when you put them together, looks like that, but when you're going to blend them, it's actually going to disappear into your face. And if you notice, that was like a tiny little bit of product, but just to show you how far it goes. And you could put it on with your fingers, but I don't put it on with my fingers because then it ends up on my clothes. I just wanted you to see how it just melts right into your skin. No paraben, no fragrance. The only oil is coconut oil, but it's the powders of it, and it's like hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic, so it doesn't go into doesn't clog anything. But we're gonna do it this way. Side one, the lighter color, smile, right here. The higher this goes, the higher it lifts up your face, okay? So everything is dropping. My cheek is actually down here. See, my cheek kind of ends down here. But if I'm putting the lighter color here, I'm going to force that cheek up. And it looks like there's a lot of product, but there is not. So when you're placing your brush on the foundation, don't go straight, kind of go flat. Because this way you'll do flat there and flat there. And the darker color goes on the forehead, the nose, the chin. The lighter color is going to go on your lid. Not a lot, just put a little bit. Take the brush, and now with the water spray bottle, he's snoring, he's so cute. Lighter. The first place that you hit your face with the brush is going to be the most sheer. And the reason that I start here is because this is the closest place to your neck, which does not have any makeup. So you want it to blend. And the best way to have it blend is, you know, to have it be as much sheer as possible. And here, most of us don't need a lot of coverage. And if you notice, I'm just doing a little bit under my eyes. I'm not doing all the way here. I'm going to do that at the very end. But I am going to cover up the redness. And if you're in a rush, even if you do this and then put blush over it, it's like good enough. And now it's time for the eye area. And if you notice, I'm just using the one brush. There's no need to put makeup all the way down your face and your neck. It should just, you know, even out. It looks very white and right now because I have the lights, but by the time we continue on with the makeup process, your skin is going to soak everything up and it's going to be beautifully balanced. Okay? Put the brush down. Usually you would just put it back into the little pouch. When I work, I try to have a paper towel or, you know, a washcloth, just something laid out so that when you're putting the brushes, you can just put it, you know, right down. Okay, now we go to the powder. Everything is really in here. And just as an FYI, this mirror is a really great, like high quality, great mirror, but it's heavy. After a lot of wear and tear, it might come off the end thing. These are the things that you discover when you create great stuff in here. All the technical things that you didn't realize would happen when you're getting a good mirror, extra heavy, detailed details. So just a little glue back and it's fine. But this is what I use. And it just saves me a lot of time on opening things. My fingers are really like delicate and sensitive and I hate opening stuff. So I'm including in this kit, by the way, that is a value of $586. I'm going to show you by the end of this how to get it for $95. I don't do math, but 586 to 95 is kind of cuckoo crazy. But we already did a promo on it, and it is also, you have the code of the Be Safe. So it's going to be available on the website, on our site for $190. But if you also use that promo code of the Be Safe, that becomes $95. So that's crazy. That's like less money than just two brushes. So, okay, eye makeup. Four brushes. Four brushes come with it, okay? We're gonna begin with the 103. And I didn't powder my face yet. We're going to start with the 103 into the lightest color here. Now look, I'm a light foundation. If you're a medium foundation, you'd still start with here. If you're a tan foundation, you would start here. You could even mix the two together, okay? This is the most versatile palette that will work from lightest skin to darkest skin. But we begin by first putting the powder all over the eyelid. And we always start with a matte powder. Even if you want to later use some shimmer colors, matte in the beginning is way better because it will keep everything still and in place. Okay, and you're not going to have any creases. So that's step one. Step two, you're going to go into with that 108 brush that you have, and you're going to go to the darkest color here, which is a brown. And then we're going to kind of like just dab that on the edge of the eye. You don't have to be like perfect, just put it as close to your lash line as possible. Okay? One eye, and always, if you notice, I always start out with like in the center part of my eye, never like in the front and the tip or in the back, because here's a good place to kind of get a gauge for like your hand. If it's steady, not steady, you can always blend it in later. And then at the very end of the eye, open your eye straight, look straight ahead into the mirror, because like this eye is more droopy than this eye. So you look straight into the mirror, and you can make a little wing right here and right here while your eyes are open. The reason for this is you don't want to wait till go to the very end, because you might be dragging your eye down. If you just keep it open and just up a wing and a wing, at least you have a good gauge on which direction you need to go in to kind of even it out. So far I've just been dabbing it and just dabbing. You can see how highly pigmented it is. Okay, and now I'm just rounding it off. It's just 109 and the brown. You can always wet any of these, but you don't need to, because they're highly pigmented, and just a dab and a dab and a dab. Whatever's left over, we're gonna create a little, like a faux crease. By the way, the area around here is a little cushion, so it's a great way to sort of tap off your colors. Now, where to put the crease? Whether you have hooded eyes, whether you have don't have a lot of space here, whether it goes in deep. What I want you to do is just like look straight ahead. And like this eye is more droopy than this eye. Our goal is to have our lid look larger. So I gotta make this one higher up. So if I go like this, you see they look even, but if I look straight, I can see the brown here, but I can't see the brown here. So what I want you to do is while you look straight, you find the place where you can put the crease so that you can just barely see it. So even though I made this one thicker than this one, at least I have the gauge of where it should be, because our eyes might not be even, and the older we get, the less even they become, the more distant they are from how even they really are. So a little bit of the brown. You could even put a little bit of this bronze color, but hold your face straight into the mirror, look straight, and just get the gauge of where the crease should be. So that means if you have hooded eyes, still look straight and at least put a dot on where that gauge should be, and then raise, get all that skin up there and do this. If you have hollow eyes where it's like kind of goes, it's sunken in, do not put the brown inside the sunken in. Okay, put it on the bone part. So, and if you're not sure, just make a little bit of a mush halfway up between your liner and your brow. Okay, don't make it too small, don't do it too low. That's what I often see. A lot of us have a tendency to do it too low because we're scared to put it up this high. So look at how high it went up, and it might look like, oh, that's gonna be harsh. Just put it up there, halfway up between your line and your brow bone. Now we're gonna go to the 107 brush. These colors, I put these colors here for a reason. They all have a purpose. There's a pink and a peach because we always need to combine the pink and the peach. There's even a bronzer and there's a highlighter. These two colors, these two are the only colors that have a little shimmer. All the rest are matte. They're all colors with purpose. These will give you all the highlights and contours and the dimension that we need. So 107 brush, I'm going to put a dab in the pink, in the peach, and the bronzer in this exact direction, because the bronzer is what I want to start with, and that's what's going to go right on the outside edge. Very pigmented. Goes here first, and then you go and you do your windshield wipers. Yeah, I think a hands-on will be great. I got to figure out when to do it and how long it will be, but I think I might even do it with this whole kit. Yeah, for everyone that gets this kit, we're all going to participate in a hands-on because I want you to use this with our virtual. And again, there is a set for men as well. The men's kit is also online, and I think that one will end up being like 80 bucks. But it has different items. I'll show you that too. Tomorrow I think I'm going to redo all this. So again, 1, 2, and then 1. Really pigmented. I put too much here on this side, but I'll show you how to soften that up. What it means when I say it's very pigmented, which means there's a lot of it's quality stuff in there. It's made for professionals. We don't have a lot of time to dab 100 times and put it. We got to do it once and put it on, and it has to work, the very first time, and it has to last. So it looks like that. I'm going to take the same brush. Sorry. I'm going to take the 103 back again, and I can go into this little highlighter, and the highlighter lightest color is going to go only on the inner part of the lid, and you need very little of that highlighter. And then take the other side of the brush that does not have the highlighter, and basically we're going to use the other side of that brush to blend up that extra shine from that bronzing color. Okay, you can always go back into the more matte colors and add a little dimension. Great. I'm now going to go back to that 109 brush up the brows that I don't have, and this brown will work for all of our shades. If this brown is too dark for you, because look, I'll show you, it's pretty dark, you go brown, a little bit of this color even, and a little bit of this. You can see where all my brown marks are. the darker color of the pressed powder will lighten this up. And again, most of us like also have brow pencils and brow things, but I'm going to show you how to do everything with just this one palette. So I didn't use any, anything else. And then you brush it up. And don't forget, when you're doing your eyebrows, just pull them out. Try not to drag them down, like drag them out. Like out. So I do a little brown, I do it a little bit on this peachy color, and then into the darker color of the pressed powder. And I always start on the area that would be the crease, because I don't mind if it's a stronger, darker color there. And then I work my way toward the inner part of the eye. And then take it out. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Just to get a little fill. Because, when you're doing all these conference calls, it's very distracting when your face is shiny, when things are missing, when you get washed out. And we just want to be noticed and look polished. That's always the goal. All right, and then as I do this, I'm noticing I want to put a little bit more color on the inner part of my eye. So I'm going to go back into this brown and put a little bit more color right in the inner part of my eye. But now that I'm kind of like finishing the eyes up, because really the eyes take the longest. It's all about the eyes always. There, I'm now filling in that edge again. Just giving it some nice depth. And what I'm going to do now as I'm finishing the eye part is I'm going to just put a little bit of this into this bronze color, and then use the bronze on the inner, from like the middle to the inner part of the eye. It's sort of going to have a nice little ombre effect of having like the bronze and going into the darker brown. And then I'm going to take the same, just that same 109 brush into the brown and the bronze. And remember, I didn't put anything down here yet. I'm going to put that on the edge, bottom edge of my eyes. We could first start out with the brown if you like. Just put it on that edge. Put it on this edge. Very pigmented. And once you do the brown, go ahead and then use the bronze color. Okay. If anything falls, it's okay, because we're going to wipe that around that area anyway. And now it's time for mascara. So mascara. If you have a tendency to blink, like you can't open up your eyes when you're putting mascara, keep your mouth open. It'll prevent you from blinking. That's a great little trick. Hi Matthew, I think I see you there. Hi. I will put my glasses on later so I could see who's there. Or I have to attach this to a big screen. I'm going to do that. All right. This is another way to do it, is put your finger behind your eyelid and like pull up your eye. It'll get you as close to your lash line as possible. There. I like to do like 2 coats. And then I like to do the bottom. All right. I usually do the bottom, like both of them. It was warm on the East Coast finally today for like a minute. So nice. I can't wait for summer, at least spring. So our virtual Zoom meetings, who's gonna look the best? You are, we are. Doesn't matter what time it is, it's morning somewhere. Or nighttime somewhere. Do you find your time has been like all over the place? You go to sleep at crazy hours, binge watching movies, going to sleep at 4 a.m.? Well, if you are, you're not alone. We are there with you in spirit. A couple of coats of mascara. I have to show this. I have to show him to you. No, I can't. That'll mess all the cameras up. But he's got like this Superman lying down with his like legs out. I've become that crazy pet owner. I have to get him some tutus or something. He won't mind. He'll be so cute. All right. Now we have to clean up underneath our eyes. A little bit of this. Whether you have like fallout or not, I just like make this a habit of doing this. Just because I want to have as least amount of product under my eyes as possible. So I don't know, just a habit of doing it. I'd rather have almost nothing than too much or anything that's going to have a buildup. So the eyes are done. I'm going to go back into my foundation and my foundation brush, a little bit of that darker side, just to finish up. And we just smooth it out. Less, little bit of product, less is more. If you feel the need, if you need to put on a lot, that means you might be using the wrong color or the wrong product. So you should not need a lot of makeup to cover things up. So the goal is to have everything kind of look smooth. Like right now that the lights are at me. That's okay. We will fix all that. Now, you're going to have two options. You can use the blush that's here, and also another blush comes in the kit. In the light one, I get the Sweet Cheeks. So I am a big fan of the Sweet Cheeks. I'm going to Sweet Cheek it up. Smile. But I'll show you what the other looks like. Both colors. Smile. Almost looks the same. But the palette has no bronzer in it, so it's more matte. I'm a big fan of matte. There we go. Cheeked it up. By the way, on days that you're in a crazy rush and you don't have time for the whole makeup stuff, just put the blush, take the other side of this brush and put it into the blush colors, or if you're just using this one because you're on the road, just put it in the bronzer and just put it here and here, and you're good to go without all the extra stuff. But it's nice to have eye makeup on. It kind of looks rich. But that was the blush part. So we used all of these tools. Now we're going to go to the puff. So the puff has, I'm going to go into, you can put them together. You can do like the light or the dark separately. So just to show you, you go to light. And you also get sponges in here, by the way. Why are these sponges in here? I'll tell you why. For strategic placement. Under the eye. Boom, 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 boom. There. And now back to this. And now I'm going to take the darker color and use that also as a little bit of color contouring. So the darker, I have like a huge jaw, huge square face. So I take this color and put it on here. Oh my God, is anyone else eating like crazy? Because I'm up at crazy hours, I'm eating like crazy. So look at this. So, pretty soon I'll be like dark everywhere. There. A little bit of this. All right, time for lips. Rosé, it's in there, and peach champagne. So, a universally flattering color. Peach champagne, universally flattering color, and tastes good. When you're doing Zoom conferencing, remember everybody's watching you. I did a great session today. I'm gonna post it with two lovely ladies. What I'm doing now is I'm using the doe foot to line my lips instead of using a pencil. This allows you to make your lips fuller and bigger looking, and it looks more youthful. So look, see how they look kind of small here? Now watch. No more product, just one dip is all you need, okay? One dip. Then you're gonna take this and you round it off. Rounded off. That will, oh, and then of course, this is how quick the cleanup is. Take everything, throw it back. Everything. Including some things that were not part of the kit that I just threw everything in here. Sponges, in its entirety. You close it up, and boom, you are good to go. 17 pieces, because the satchel comes with it. 17 pieces of everything that I just put on here. It's on the site. This is called the Look Your Camera Ready Best Self. And it's a value of $586. It's offered right now at a special price of $190. However, if you also put in the code of Be Safe, it'll give you 50% off, and then you will get the whole thing will be $95. Now that's the ladies kit, okay? So let me just add a bunch of people. Hi Michael Milgram, nice to see you here. Hope your place is still as beautiful as it was, and your dog, and all that good stuff. And Yemi, hi, and Dawn, hello there. And Arena, hello. Shannon Lee, and Matt, I see Matt, you're there. Nice kisses to you. And hi, Julie. Who did I miss? Hi, Linda, and Nicole. And an encrypted person is watching. I don't know who that is, but okay, hey. And Michelle Russo, and Caitlin, hi. Linda, oh, hey, Miriam. Miriam, hi there. And say hi to your daughter, say hi to your sister. Hi, Nicholas, and Jenny, and Sarah. Okay, did I get everybody? Oh, and Jean Charles. And okay, Anita Rodriguez, you guys, you're awesome. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if I did it correctly. I think I didn't do it right on Instagram, so who knows. But wait, I want to show you the men's kit, because I always feel like bad because the men get, they get jilted. It's not right. So I'm going to show you what we have for the men's kit, because men need love and they need to have good stuff on their face too. So the man's kit has, it's right here. The most important thing the man's kit has, though, just so you know, is the Invisible Finish Powderless Powder. But also it has the satchel, it has face therapy, It also has the lip therapy, which I cannot live without the lip therapy. It's like my go-to. I created this when I was, I took Accutane, you know, which is like a really strong medicine for your skin for people who have really bad cystitic acne, and I had that as a kid. That's why I have like all these holes and stuff. But I'm allergic to things like cortisone. I can't have like anything. So I created this that has astaxanthin in it. It doesn't get shiny. It's so good for your lips. You could also put it on your like cuticles and all that good stuff. And on a burn, if you burn yourself, put this on. So this is for the men's, the face therapy. You got the lip therapy. You got, hold on, let me see. Let me scroll down. There we go. Okay. Oh, so the men get the concealer. The men get the dual salmon concealer because men don't need as much work as we do, which is sad but true. And you get the 202 brush because for men, most of the issues, you know, is under the eye and little spot application. And because of this warm color, it blends better with your skin. And also, in case there's any kind of, if you get a 5 o'clock shadow, this is what's going to cover it up. And you just need little spot application. So like leave the women's stuff alone and don't put a lot of yellows and things because it doesn't work like highlights. So you have face therapy. You get the face therapy, the lip therapy, the concealer brush, the 206 brush. Ha ha ha. 206 brush. So the 206 brush, and why do you get the 206 brush? Because you're going to need it. Now, even though for the men we have listed over there light, medium, tan, dark, and deep, most Caucasian men are going to be between medium and tan. Even if you're like a light guy, this tan looks like, wow, that would be really dark. But you kind of need that as if you're a medium or tannish or you have redness, because that's what we really want to be covering up. This is what's going to work. So even if you use a little bit of it with a little bit of this, and you just take the, you know, after you put on your face therapy, you put on the lip therapy because you got to treat your lips. This is a powderless powder. I will show you how to use this in a minute. First, let me just tell you what's in here, okay? So you're going to get, there's a 206 brush and this, and also, of course, the big puff. Big puff, but I'm going to just use mine for now. The blot, and so the lighter guys get the different blot and set, like the one that I use, the medium one. And then tan, dark, and deep get the dual, which is like, this is what I use on Men for TV forever. All skin colors, you know, they go, here's the tan, here's the dark. And these are all powders, by the way. These are not creams, these are all powders. And this is the deep. So, let me see what else. The powder puff. Also get the sponges and the satchel. I just did an Oprah. Sorry. The satchel. So for the men, a little concealer, usually around under the eye area. And if you have spot issues, just a little bit of that. And the way that you use the invisible finish, you can use it with the puff. But what I want you to get used to using it is with this. And if you need a little color, this is the 206. But you could take a little bit of, a tiny bit. You're not going to see anything. You can use it with this, just to here. Like I'm having a little sweat thing right over here. Watch. It's gone. It takes away all the shine. I mean, this is what we use on all movie sets and whatnot. So this is a powderless powder. It has a consistency of like a cream. This also has astaxanthin, so it's a full-on skin treatment. But I want you to use this sparingly. Very little bit goes a long way. This is how I use it. I would put it in here, and then I will take this and put it in here. If you're a makeup artist and you're working on men, although now no one's working on anybody, but when you do eventually go back, this is how you do it. You put it a little bit in here, and then you tell them this is just skincare. It's nothing. I'm not putting any makeup on you. You know, if you have to do somebody in your family who has to, you know, do these conference calls, men need to look good too. And usually, like, their skin looks uneven and discolored, and there's crazy lighting. So a little bit of this, a little bit of the powder. Let's see what I would look like in some tan. Actually, it looks kind of healthy. So dab, dab. I might start using tan from now on. Wow, I like it. Watch. Hang on. So, see how nice it just gives you the color, gives you the even balance. You can also just take this with a puff if you want some more color. Before I forget, for men, I know you're only getting one of these brushes, but at, like, I think when it's done, it's after the discounts, if you put everything in, because it's $160 on the site right now, and this is a, I can't see, like a 300 and something dollar. It's a $371 value, and it's on our site for $160. And if you put in that code of the Be Safe, it'll be $80. You can get 2 shades if you want to. Just a concealer and like a brush costs more than that. So I would also recommend taking this and not being scared to take some of this and putting it into your hairline. By the way, ladies, if your color is getting out of control, and you know, this also works to cover that. Often we do that to cover, and also if there's like light hitting your, you know, your hair and you can see through it, put this brown color. And this could be, by the way, used wet or dry. So you can use this in here, like, okay, I'll show you. And the way you would wet it is you take this and you just, you know, put the spray bottle and you this spray bottle, spray the brush, not the product. Brush picks up more color. I think I like this. The great thing about using this when it's wet, when it dries, it like makes everything tight and all good. So there we have it. That is your virtual looking best on Zoom. I think I am going to, first I'm going to answer some of you. Let's see what we got going on. Taking the gloss to the edge makes it look low. Thankful. That's right. Makes your lip. That's right. Good job. And Julie, I love you too. And please show the men's kit you mentioned. Of course, Matt, I just showed it. If somebody was here, I could work on a man, but like I am self-quarantined. Oh, I gotta bring Monty just to show you. He's sleeping, but hang on. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be right back. Oh my gosh, Monty. Come over here, babushka. Oh my God, you're so cute. Look who I have. Oh, look at his face. So I've been walking him every 3 hours. Sorry, aside. Look at him. He's like, why am I up? He is the cutest little thing ever. But he's sleeping and he wants to go back to bed. He's like, why wait? I'm so late, Mom. All right, so you guys, I love you. I will do a hands-on, and tomorrow I will post, and I will also send you the link to the conference thing that we did earlier with these 2 fantastic ladies, and Carrie and Sharon, and there was a Chamber of Commerce. And I will also keep some more videos of Monty coming. He's just adorable. And thank you guys. I hope you're staying safe. Please, We haven't had a chance to do it more of these live because I've been busy with like this guy, and you know, I will do more. Hoping tomorrow and hoping a hands-on. So if you guys are interested, let's figure out what date we'll do the hands-on. The hands-on will probably be like maybe like an hour or two, and it'll be for free. I think for anyone who gets this kit, we should just do it. Maybe for anyone who wants to, you know, and we'll do it via Zoom, okay? And I will work on putting that together. So in the meantime, thank you for watching. I love you. Be safe. Oh, be kind. Oh, be strong, okay? And on behalf of Monty and I, we love you. Mwah. Mwah. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Bye.